What's good? What's good? Welcome back to the Goat Thoughts. It's your host, Blackie the Goat. Today we got a bro talk, man. I need all the bros to tap in with me, man. Listen, man, lately, man, so many bros that I know is just losing focus. A lot of men out here losing focus, man. It's time for you to get back with yourself. It's time to lock back in. First things first, what I want to say how a lot of guys be losing focus is these women. Messing with multiple women, dealing with a lot of women, and sleeping with a lot of women. Listen, sleeping with a lot of women can make you lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can either catch some diseases, you can either deal with a lot of altercations, baby mama drama, having kids and shit like that, man. Listen, man, it's time to get yourself back in. Let's be real, y'all boys. Messing with a lot of women can make you lose focus. When you mess with a lot of women, it feel like your energy is being transferred into different souls. So you necessarily got to tap yourself back in. Messing with a lot of women can cause chaos. Let's say you trying to hide yourself from messing with this girl, messing with this girl. You gotta mess with this girl, messing with this girl. And now you messing with different souls. You feel me? So you gotta tap yourself back in. And plus, having sex with a lot of females can cause a lot of chaos too. You might mess around, slip up a couple times. Now this girl talking about, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, I missed my period. I'm late. This is that. Now you're dealing with personal issues. And it's like, damn, you can't even have children, but you out here messing with these females. Listen, you gotta get yourself back in. You feel me? And it comes from money too. Shit. Messing with a woman is not cheap. You can't just sit here and just smash her all the time. You gotta buy condoms, you know what I'm saying? You gotta buy Plan Bs. That shit costs. All that shit add up. You gotta take females on dates and shit like that. All that shit costs. So, right there, I feel like it's a big thing to like actually tap in with yourself and actually acknowledge that, yo, ain't no more time to be messing with these females because it's like females can be a big distraction. If you got goals in your life, you got somewhere you gotta be, you gotta cut the distractions. Have some time to get some alone time. Actually enjoy yourself. There's a lot of guys that don't even know if they even love themselves for real. Having multiple women is not fun when, you know what I'm saying, when you're older. Because in this adult life, you really go through real life shit. And there's another thing that a lot of men be losing focus in, the laziness. A lot of guys been lazy out here, man. You gotta get yourself back in. Lock yourself back in. There's a lot of guys that don't want to work. They don't have the work ethic no more. They sit here, they just complain and say about they don't got it. Man, if you don't get your ass up and go get it, ain't no excuses, man. Man, us as men, especially, we can't be sitting here and just letting ourselves be, getting our ass beat. Let life beat our ass. We're warriors. It's been in the history books. We've been warriors. We've been survivors. We know how to survive. If you don't get your ass up and go get it, we're talking about, oh, I want to be a millionaire, this or that. Millionaires don't sit around their ass and complain every day. You feel me? They sit here, they tap yourself back in, they lock in with themselves. They cut all ties and distraction. Make sure you just get yourself into that mode and never quit. Never give up on yourself. You guys want to sit here and be like, oh, I want to start a business, this or that, but don't have the work ethic to start a business or even have the funds. A lot of guys be like, oh, I want to work a 9 to 5. But you don't have that business mentality or have the funds to support yourself without that 9 to 5. Listen, it's okay to get a 9 to 5. Listen, a 9 to 5 is income. No matter what, if anybody try to downplay that shit, it is income. To actually start a business is really tough out there because having a business is very expensive. You're spending your own money. You know what I'm saying? And especially having a business, ain't no vacation days, ain't no sick days. When you don't make no money, you don't make no money. That's just what it is. So when you have that 9 to 5, you have that some type of security, a placement of income just coming in. So you want to use that shit and make sure that money funds yourself, funds your business. You feel me? Or just for support everything you're doing. But you don't always have to portray that one income as your only source of income. Use that one source of income to make you another source of income. But you have to get that mentality to do that. You can't just sit here and watch Instagram videos, or you see another guy doing something, you be so motivated that because this guy don't have a 9 to 5 and he's working his ass off, but you're not putting the same work as he is, but you want to sit here and say like, oh, I want to be my own boss, but you don't have that mentality or the work ethic. You can't be lazy with this shit. Having a business, working for yourself, it takes a lot of work. Making money for yourself is 10 times harder than making money at a job. I can go apply to a job, a security job, and I can sit there all day and get paid for doing nothing. Them motherfuckers not watching me all day. Now you're trying to make money for yourself. You got to sit here and you have to get clientele. You have to have people be impressed by something that you're selling to them. They have to be interested in you. You think they're gonna be interested in you when you just sitting here being lazy? Fuck no. So you gotta get up in your ass, man. Stop being lazy, man. Stop complaining. And these women out here, they got all this masculine energy because you niggas are soft. You gotta get up in your ass, get up in your grind. We have to show women nowadays that, listen, we're men, we're masculine, we are leaders. There's not a lot of leaders around here no more. There's a lot of suckers. There's a lot of suckers around here. And it's true, like, these women be bashing these men because a lot of y'all be real deal suckers. You got to get up on your ass, man. We got to get back our energy. We got to get that leadership energy. We got to get ourselves back together. We got to come back as a unit. We got to come back as kings. We used to be as kings. Now we sitting here, we just all over the place. Now you got these women be all over the place. You feel me? Like, you got to get yourself back in. Losing focus can lead you in so many ways. Losing focus can make you lose money, lose yourself, lose your car, lose everything in your life. But once you tap yourself back in, ain't no way to lose. You feel me? Everybody from social media wants to follow the next person. Listen, bro. Just because this guy got it on social media doesn't mean he really got it in real life. You feel me? I feel like social media has sit here and just portrayed a fake lifestyle that everybody got. Let's say, for instance, this guy going on a vacation, he got the best drip and stuff like that. He's like, damn, you want to live like this guy. But little do you know, you don't know if he got it and you don't know if you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just everybody just follows everybody that's just, posting on social media, this quote unquote luxurious lifestyle that they're trying to live. You know what I'm saying? They be so interested in whatever they post on social media. Man, that shit ain't all that. I'm telling you, most people that be doing all that shit, man, they really struggling sometimes, bro. Not everything on social media is real. Majority of the things that's posted on social media is not real. If social media was not here today, a lot of y'all would be failing in life. So get yourself back in that mode. Stay focused. You want to get to that position that this person got? Man, use that shit as motivation. Don't just sit here and just complain, oh, I want to be like him. You feel me? You want to do everything you do. You want to be better than him. As a man, you don't want to necessarily be like somebody. You want to be better than somebody because we're supposed to be leaders, not followers. That's one thing we're trying to teach. We got to teach our women that we're leaders. We're not a follower. A woman's job is to follow their king. You know what I'm saying? They can't necessarily follow a follower. That's why some of these women out here nowadays, they just sit there and walk over men because they don't know how to lead. They don't know how to put things in power. They don't know how to put things in order. So you got to tap in. You got to tap in back with yourself. Right now, a lot of you guys is just like losing themselves when it comes to money. I feel like a lot of scammers during 2020, I feel like COVID really messed up this world when it comes to like money. A lot of guys just be money hungry. They fiend for that piece of that dollar bill. I've seen relationships broke down. I've seen great friendships. A whole lot of relationships just died down because of that piece of dollar. Shit, one of my best friends got killed over money because he was money hungry. You know what I'm saying? My own cousin, my own blood, killed our relationship because he's gonna steal money from me. That dollar bill, everybody just be so hungry for that dollar bill. Cause they so lost. It's like, yo, they broke. They want to go get it. Man, if you don't tap back in with yourself, man, listen, no matter what, bro, that dollar bill should not change for who you are. I feel like money makes a man, too much money can make a man lose focus if they don't put it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You want to chase that money, don't let that money chase you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit gets deep. I don't know. There's something about that dollar bill that makes a nigga just want to do something. It can make a nigga do something good, make a nigga do something bad. But it's just like, they'll do anything for that dollar bill. Why I can say is, if you want to be in that millionaire status, you gotta grind. Ain't no easy way out. You can't just sit here and be lazy. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire. You sitting down your ass all day. You gotta tap back in with yourself. Most of the bros will be sitting here and losing focus on the women, the money, the lifestyle. They just lose themselves in life. You gotta get yourself back together, man. It's hard out here. You want it, like us as men, we always want to do better. And it's okay. You gotta sit back and actually enjoy yourself. Learn about yourself. I feel like there's a lot of guys out here that don't know who they are. If you take some time and be alone, don't worry about the women, don't worry about these guys having fun. You have to stay to yourself. Be yourself. That's one thing I always say to one of my guys, man. Just be yourself. Don't worry about the next guy. Don't worry about this person. Don't worry about this girl. Don't worry about, oh, he made this much money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of guys be sitting here and just pocket watch everybody and what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know how like weird it is? You just sit here and just be like, oh man, this guy got this, you feel me? This guy got this holes, this and that, man. I was like, man, what about you? What you got? You sitting here talking about the next man all the time, man, what you got? You feel me? But they don't want to sit here and have the conversation with me. You feel me? So you gotta evaluate yourself. You gotta do better. Make that change. All you have to do is make that change for yourself. Sit here and have that acknowledgement that, yo, I want to do better for myself. I gotta do better. I want to be in a better position in my life. I want to be the best version of myself. And this is what it's all about. It's the Go Thoughts. Where you can be the better version of yourself. Tap back in, start that new business, get that new job, start a new hustle, take a trip by yourself, take yourself out on a date, get yourself your energy that you lost that once before. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. Most of y'all boys don't know how to take care of yourselves. Take the time and actually love yourself. Ask so many people how many times you do love yourself. They can't even look at me in the eyes and tell me straight up they don't love themselves for real. Man, let's bring that energy back to ourselves. Let's bring that king energy back. Listen, and if you need some help to acknowledge your emotions, you need some help to deal with your trauma, listen, tap back in and find a therapist. Listen, therapy is a great thing for a man to sit here and wants to improve his life. It can acknowledge all the trauma, all the past pain that you had, and help you. You know what I'm saying it can help you get far in life. Because most of us lose focus because we don't know how to deal with our own emotions. That's one thing that I wanted to say. Like, our emotions come a long way because us as men, especially, we deal with a lot of trauma. We deal with a lot of childhood trauma, especially like people that live in the hood, violence, crime, drugs, all types of shit. Like that right there can help us. It can really make us lose focus in our daily life. If you sit here and you got to go home every day and you got to see them boys on the block every single day, you might be influenced by that shit. That's how some of these cats be getting stuck in the streets, because they see that shit every single day. They don't have, that motivation to like, I'm not gonna go to the block. I'm gonna go play basketball. Some guys do it, some guys don't. Some guys use that as an escape. Some guys use that as a enter. They use that shit to enter themselves in. And like when they enter themselves in, they be stuck. They be too deep. They be getting lost, and then they have to sit here and do something that they don't want to do. Let's say, for instance, they gotta go hit this lick. They gotta go hit this big ass lick, and then boom, that 5-minute decision make them a 30 year decision. Something you did for 5 minutes can make you lose your life for 30 years that quick. Something you did for 5 minutes, and that's just crazy. I've seen a lot of guys that sit here and they do crimes. They do crimes for a couple minutes, and then that right there is a life-changing experience. They in that cell every single day, regretting what they did for 5 minutes. You want to sit here and regret doing something for 5 minutes? Something you did for 5 minutes. You got to spend 30 years in a box that you did something for 5 minutes. You just sit here and do that shit. A lot of street cats know what the consequences of what they're doing. If you sit here and if you know the consequences that you're doing is wrong, and you know that you can get in big trouble every single day, then why are you still doing it? I feel like that's like one thing about the streets that is not talked about. They sit here, they sell drugs, they hit licks, they catch bodies and shit like that, and they know the consequences of their actions, and they still prefer to do it. But why do they still do it? They're lost with this imaginary street code. You and your homeboy do a crime, and then by the street law, you can't sit here. If you get caught by street law, you can't sit here and can't snitch on this man, and you have to stop your life so your homeboy can be free. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? All that shit don't really make any sense. Most of the guys, they're gonna sit here and be like, "Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about." But as they get older, they realize that the streets is not it. If you know the streets not it, and you tell the youngins. The OGs always tell the youngest, man, stick to Stooks, hit the basketball, and he's still doing the same thing. And what the hell are you doing? Most of the time, they just be lost. That's something that they're just stuck into doing. They never stop. So you want to get yourself out of that position. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's okay to be normal. You don't have to be a street nigga, a hood nigga to be acknowledged. And that's one thing about the streets. Most of those cats just want to be acknowledged. They want the power to be like, oh, this nigga, oh, he like that. A lot of black, especially in the black culture, a lot of guys sit here and live up to that validation and be like, hey, this guy banging, he with the shits. It feels good to have that validation to be like, oh, he like that. Oh, he pressured. Oh, don't mess with him. They want that power. They want that respect. Respect comes a long way in this lifestyle, but hey, you can't tell a judge that he's like that. Oh, don't give him 30 years because he's like that. The judge's gonna look at him like, what the fuck? He's like that. You're a flight of risk. You feel me? You can't go to the bank and be like, oh, I'm like that. I need 30 million. The bank teller gonna look at you like you fucking crazy. You dead ass? You feel me? Street credit can't get you no credit. Street credit can't get you no fucking loan. Street credit can't get you a fucking mortgage. Street credit can't help you get a business. Street credit can't get you get a car. What the fuck is street credit? If you want to be honest, go tell a white person that, yo, I got street credit in the streets. I want to do business. The nigga gonna look at you like, what the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? To be real, like, it's something like in the black culture for real that we don't really talk about. What the hell is the streets? The streets is really pretty much made up. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here, we were practicing inside of this code and this lifestyle that was made up by somebody else. This gang banging shit, guys repping gangs and shit like that. That shit is nothing else. Like, what the fuck? Shit's all made up. We following this imaginary rules. None of that shit can really help you in life. But all of this shit, you can only put negative into your life and make you lose yourself and have that regret for the rest of your life. I know guys, I have a couple guys that are incarcerated right now. They tell me every day, yo, the street's not it. The streets don't love you. Once you're in that cell, you get that 20 years, you see everybody gone. You see all the bitches gone, all the money gone, everything gone. You had the power, all the respect. Now they're sitting here, they just talking, they talk about you like you were missing, like you're a missing person in history. Like none of that shit doesn't matter. You feel me? You want to do this one drill and you want people to just talk about you for what you used to do, not talking about the shit that you do right now for your family. You're sitting here, your son got to be raised with no father. You feel me? He got to go in this world following the same footsteps that you did. I want to be just like my daddy. You feel me? And man, we got to sit here. We got to understand when we carry ourselves like our little brothers, our little cousins, our sons, they look up to us. Everything we do, they're going to try to follow and pursue and try to be just like us. So we got to sit here and put great examples. You feel me? We got to sit here and put great examples to all of our children, all of our family members, all of our friends. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. We got to do better. You feel me? We need more workaholics. You feel me? We need more leaders. We got to get ourselves back together. You feel me? Don't lose focus. Lock back in, get that energy back. Listen, if you stuck right now, listen, it's okay. Acknowledge what's the problem. Acknowledge what's wrong with you. What you want to do. You want to start that new business? You need to get some funds? Do everything you need to do to get yourself back. Lock back in. If you're religious, pray to your God. If you need to speak some emotions, find a therapist. If you don't like therapy, I'll say hit the gym. Do something productive. Do something that you find. Do something that impresses you. That helps you get through this daily life. Do something productive. Be better. Let's stop losing focus. Let's stop the distractions. We just do better for ourselves. Let's get ourselves back together, kings. You feel me? And I'm here to empower you. I'm here to let you know that you're a king. You can do whatever you want if you put your mind towards it. Be the best version of yourself, and that's the GOAT Thoughts. That's how we're going to wrap up this video. Listen, everybody subscribe, everybody comment, share, and let me know any type of topics you want to talk about. This is a one-on-one episode with the guys, and let me know what you guys think. Peace.